I was gonna say, you can't end right there, right? Okay. Three months later.
Uncle, your left eye.
Oh, this? It's just a prosthetic. It doesn't bother me.
I can't get a cool robot eyeball? I feel like I should.
Oh, good.
I feel like I'd be pretty used to it by this point.
Do you know what it says?
When listening to music on your smartphone with wireless earphones, you must be sure it is properly synced with your device. And that's what it says.
That is absolutely not what it says.
Winter irises are blooming. It's been 3 months and they still have not withered.
Praying mantis.
What are you doing?
Praying mantis fist. Mizuki taught me.
Not sure what that has to do with anything. Should she really be doing that?
These statues are supposed to be inspired by sphinxes from Egypt. That went to India, then China, then all the way to Japan.
Really? I didn't know that.
Oh man, Uncle, have you heard this story? A long time ago when I came to this shrine with Mizuki, she started washing out her belly button in the Chozuya. Someone told her that's what you do.
Huh, is that right?
Who told her that? And definitely not your belly button. Mizuki knocked one of these down.
I replanted it.
What? Huh.
I looked around, but no one was there.
Is something wrong?
No, I just felt like I heard someone talking.
What?
Sacred straw rope.
You've been looking at that rope for a while. Why is that?
No reason.
I don't particularly like ropes or anything. Being tied up in ropes, though. Whew. The rope hanging from the bell. The offering box.
You know, if we had some fishing line and gum.
I never thought you'd be an offering box thief.
No, you've got it all wrong. I swallowed a goldfish. I'm trying to get it out by swallowing some fishing line.
Are you sure your brain is fully recovered?
That's good to know if she's recovered from her, intense brain damage. The Shinto shrine. It looks rather solemn. I think that's about everything we can look at here. Yeah. Let's talk to Iris.
As you can see, I'm great. Hop, hop, kangaroo goes hop.
I'm glad the surgery went well.
Yeah. The nanomachines went pew pew and bzz bzz and got rid of all the tumors. At least, that's what I think they sound like. I don't know, they're small. Anyway, everything is fine now. The doctor even said I can dance again.
That's the most important thing.
All thanks to the boss. She paid for the treatment. Can you believe it?
That's not exactly true. Boss didn't pay out of her pocket. It was a confidential transfer of funds from the main office. Iris knows everything about the original and new Cyclops serial killings now. Not just her. Hitomi, Mizuki, Ota, Moma, they all know. The higher-ups were willing to do anything to keep it from getting out. So in return for her silence, they agreed to pay for Iris's treatment.
Maybe I owe it to the shrine. I feel like I ate the fruit of immortality. In a dream somewhere.
Then I guess you're immortal, huh?
We'll see 50 years from now. The way you are now is more familiar for me anyway, so... My old uncle is back, you know? Besides, I don't care what you look like. You're always uncle to me. Isn't that how it should be? To judge by our hearts and not by our appearance?
So I'm really that ugly, huh?
No. It's a rugged kind of handsome. Because of the memories. I wanted to come here with Uncle again.
Ratty cake, baker's
Man, if we've seen this stupid video like half a dozen
your
times.
cake as fast as you can. Pat it, poke it, fill it with fruit. Put it in the oven. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I win! Yay!
I get to relive me losing at rock, paper, scissors over and over again.
By the way, I still don't have the answer to my question.
What question?
When am I gonna hear good news from you two? When will Uncle be my dad?
I turned away without answering. I was gonna say, even after all this is together, you're not exactly the same person. Although, you might have, started to remember some of his memories, so maybe you do have the memories, I don't know. I stared out into the distance, and something caught my eye. Winter irises in full bloom.
Well, let's get going.
Yeah, we still have a lot of people to see.
Yesterday, Iris was discharged from the hospital. Iris said that she wanted to see everyone who visited her. But she's a little embarrassed to go by herself, so I promised I'd take her.
We also have to get home. Shovel Forge.
If you try it, I'm leaving.
I'm kidding. But we do have a date, don't we? The date we had 3 months ago isn't over yet. So let's go!
Her hair keeps flopping over her shoulder. It's kind of weird. Yep, it keeps doing it. And there it goes. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, geez, that's a lot to do. I think this is like the epilogue, right? This is the very end. So I imagine once we get through all of this, we're basically done, probably. Maybe another, cutscene or two. So we're just going to go ahead and knock it all out. That is assuming it doesn't take too long, because I do have to go in about an hour. So hopefully it doesn't take that long. Let's go to Abyss. Maybe they got a cool eyeball waiting for me there. I imagine you have to get a special surgery for that sort of thing to work, though, so it's not like we can just pop in a cool robot eyeball if they got one for me.
I'm glad you finally got out of that hospital.
So here's the question, right? Hold on, let me take a look back really quick through my flow chart. I'm trying to remember exactly what happened earlier on in this route. Let me take a look at this really quick. So we went to the abandoned factory. Right, okay, sorry. I was thinking Pewter was a bad guy in this route, but he wasn't. That's not what happened. We did a sync with Hitomi. Right. We did a sync with Hitomi. And then Hitomi told us where to go. And that had us go to the abandoned factory. So Pewter wasn't bad in this. As far as I remember, I don't believe he was bad in this one. I was just thinking, like, wasn't Pewter a bad guy? But no, he wasn't in this one.
Thanks, boss.
You know, the sad thing, I can't even look at myself now. Alright, we gotta look at everything in here, because surely we're gonna have a lot to talk about. Seems like that's kind of what's happening.
Hey, boss, can I sit in your chair?
No, it's my chair.
Bags hanging on a rack, filled with colorful devices that, vibrate.
Hey, boss. Didn't you say that once this case was settled, you were going to open up that bottle for me?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Did not.
Why are you lying about this?
Because I don't want anyone to drink my wine. That wine is mine. Bottom line.
You can't get out of your promise with a rhyme.
An RC car.
That RC car kind of reminds me of Date's car. Hey, Iris.
Yeah?
What's the deal with you and Date? You still into him?
No.
Boss's friend, Mario.
I hate being in their Nile group chat. I'm not even that close with them.
Okay.
Volleyball. Volley reminds me of a valley, like cleavage. And of course, ball is self-explanatory. Isn't it kind of dirty?
No, it isn't. There's nothing dirty about volleyball.
Don't get mad at me.
There's nothing AO about volleyball.
Okay. The Tanuki statue.
Pon pon!
Pon poco pon!
Pon poco pon!
Pon poco pon!
Would you two cut it out?
Flag with big catch
Where
on
did
it.
you get that?
Oh, you haven't heard? Starting next year, that's going to be the official flag of Japan.
Wow, really?
The Soba restaurant door curtain. There are a lot of things in here. Happy birthday!
Is it your birthday?
No, that's been in here forever.
Every day is like my birthday.
Wow, then you must be really old.
I'm gonna take that down.
Pumpkin.
That's my jack-o'-lantern.
What if his name was Bill?
Oh, it's a good one. Really coming up with the high quality comments here. Bookshelf. It has a ton of things stuffed in it. An electronic darts game.
Cheer me on, okay? Here I go. 1, 2, 3.
Throw!
It's boss's chair. Poster. Police poster. A snowboard. Public bath door curtain. A map. Okay, we're not getting a lot now. A symbol.
Did you ever throw that thing around at parks?
It's not a frisbee.
You could kill someone throwing that.
A boy band poster.
Oh, those guys are gonna transfer to Lemniscate next spring.
Really?
Yeah?
Iris, my best friend. Have I ever told you that you're like a sister to me? Do you want anything? I'll buy you anything you want.
What are you plotting?
I had no idea you guys had B-2 stealth bombers in here.
That's a ruler.
A stationary bike for indoor training. A lifesaver.
Oh, donuts sound good right about now.
Oh, me too, me too.
Plaster
Hey,
figure.
look at that bust. Are his lips red?
Oh, that's my lipstick.
You still haven't taken down your Christmas tree?
Haven't you heard the old saying? If you take down your Christmas tree early, you won't become a bride until late.
That's not an old saying. That doesn't even make sense.
Aw.
There's a lot of stuff hanging on the coat hanger. Mostly not coat things. There's a pennant adorning the wall. Okay, I think we finally, well, almost. There's a computer on her desk. Type that as a monitor built in. Boss's desk. There's a clock.
Iris, if you had the ability to stop time, what would you do?
Let me think. I want to catch a skyfish.
Alright, excellent. Oh, Matryoshka dolls.
Iris, would you like to have a Matryoshka of your own?
Oh, sorry, no. We're not allowed to have pets at the house.
What?
What do you think a Matryoshka is?
Alright, I think we're done with that finally.
Boss, you visited me a lot when I was in the hospital, didn't you? You're softer than you look.
What do you mean by that? Do I not radiate an aura of gentleness and caring?
You literally called me a slave before.
But I didn't treat you like a slave. Other than sometimes making you clean my boots with your tongue.
You did, Date?
I absolutely did not.
Yeah, can we get a replacement Iba for me?
Still thinking about her, huh?
No, not exactly.
Well, doesn't surprise me. You two were great partners.
Oh no, we're having flashbacks again.
I want to ask you something. 3 months ago, when we exchanged our final words, I look like I do now. I wasn't in Date's body, but Iba still obeyed me.
Second command confirmed. I understand.
You're underestimating the Wadjet system. Iba was no ordinary AI. She was human in so many ways, including the ability to see and think beyond the physical. She didn't need your voice or iris authentication or anything like that. She knew the real you and regarded you as her master. That's why she followed your command, despite looking completely different. I think maybe she knew your soul, Date.
Well, you also gave the command. So there's that.
Why are you asking? You see me every day.
Are you gonna go to the club later?
Interested? But you're still a bit too young. I'll take you when you're older. Promise.
Boss, I gotta ask. Why didn't you tell me about what happened 6 years ago?
Well, when Shoko's corpse was found, I didn't think it had anything to do with the Cyclops killer. I thought the culprit was Rohan Kumakura, remember? And he committed suicide a year before. I never thought that he was swapping bodies. And the other person responsible for the original Cyclops serial killings was locked up in Fuchu, making it impossible for Saito or Rohan to be involved. So, I didn't tell you. Besides, the sync machine being used to swap bodies is a national secret. I was ordered to never reveal that information to anyone under any circumstances.
So that's why you kept me in the dark?
Yeah. By the way, Date, I have a gift for you.
Is it a new eyeball?
A gift?
Close your eyes.
Your eye. I did as I was told, closing my eyes. When suddenly...
Don't worry, it's just some knockout gas.
I thought we got tased.
What?
That audio line was beautiful. Hold on a second.
What? What?
You're going to experience something incredible. That's my present to you.
Why?
Shh. Sweet dreams, Date.
This is the sync room. Pewter?
Do you have another cool AI ball for me? What are you doing here, Inspector?
Was it, Kaniza?
It's Kagami! Kaniza, where did you even get that from?
Why are you here? Like, what are you inspecting?
Only the first 2 letters are the same. Literally 2/3 of the name is totally different. I heard. Plastic surgery, right? Must have been a really bad wound to have to remake your whole face like that. But it looks like it worked at least.
You have to remake your whole face?
I did not. But I did use the sync chair.
For what?
Something. Don't worry. She's with the boss. She's safe.
Sure hope you're not a bad guy.
Am I not allowed to be here?
Of course not. You should have been arrested 3 months ago.
Pewter was working with Rinju. Or to be precise, Saito inside Rinju. Oh no, so he was bad, I think. Yeah, that's right. He let himself get kidnapped in this route. Okay. He was leaking confidential information to him. Pewter also helped Rohan inside the body of 89 escape. Pewter was immediately punished and fired from the force.
Yes, I was arrested. I'm eating awful meals every awful day in an equally awful detention facility.
Then how are you here?
I wonder.
Oh wait, are we in a dream?
Don't act dumb.
Maybe?
Date, it's okay. Boss brought him here.
Oh, okay, no, this is real life.
She did. Why?
She told us not to tell you.
Huh?
Anyway, I'm sort of like his handler now. I'm supposed to be an inspector, but I was the only person qualified for this job. Kind of pathetic, isn't it?
Everything that the boss did, she did for you. Ask her about it. She truly cares about you, you know. That's why she kept silent about what happened 6 years ago.
Huh?
You were once an assassin. If your secret ever got out, your life would be effectively over. But the boss protected you by hiding your past. I don't think she wanted you to leave her alone. Now, who is she to you? Anyway, now that this is done, I'll excuse myself.
Is that all you came to say to me? Was that the whole point of this?
Iris, what happened to Boss?
She went home. She said she needed to do something in Kabukicho.
She left?
Anyway, forget about that. Let's play!
Play.
Shovel Forge.
Datu really doesn't like Shovel Forge. Let's go see good old Dad. I'm sure he'll be happy to see us. I mean, he's just feeding the stupid fish again. I left Iris in the car. I figured that she didn't want to see him. I parked the car a little ways down. She doesn't know that I'm here.
I see your face has improved. This one doesn't make me so angry.
Because it's not his son's face, I guess. I don't know who told him, but he must know about the switch.
What did you come here for?
I want to ask you
I have no
something.
idea. Okay, there's nobody for me to talk to about these things, so I'm not going to get much out of all this, I think.
That's a strange question to ask a man in his
Yeah,
own
I was going to
home.
say.
I just thought prison would suit you better.
Don't you know the law? No one can touch me.
Even though we both know you committed a crime.
Indeed. 18 years ago. And I was not the one who killed Monica Iwai. That was my son, Saito.
But you hired the Kumakuras to hide the body.
The statute of limitations for improper handling of a corpse is 3 years. I did what I did to protect my son. I hardly think that is a sin. Are you familiar with Article 105 of the Penal Code? Relatives of those who have committed crimes cannot be prosecuted for evidence tampering or obstruction of justice.
That's ridiculous.
I agree. If I were still a congressman, I might think about changing it.
That's right. You're not a politician anymore. The media has already begun tearing you to pieces.
Yes. Soon I won't be able to live in this country anymore. I'll retire to an island somewhere and live the rest of my days in leisure.
Be careful, so. There are a lot of people out there who have a grudge against you. People who will follow you to the ends of the earth.
That's none of your concern. Is that all you wanted to ask me?
I guess not. Wow.
I've been studying for the past 3 months. I've learned a lot about the explosion of the chemical plant in Kawasaki. It was caused by you and Rohan, the chairman of the Kumakuras at the time.
As you know, my son Saito was abnormal. With all of the awful things that my son did. I used my money to cover it up. But that got increasingly expensive, you see. One day, 9 years ago, Saito called me.
Dad, I thought of a plan.
Dad, I murdered more people.
A foolproof plan to make us rich.
Son, can you stop murdering
Chemical
people?
plant explosion plan. To help ensure that the casino in Kawasaki would be extraordinarily profitable.
It was Saito's idea.
True. My son was born with an abnormal mind. But if I had never been involved with Monica in the first place, perhaps he wouldn't have ended up losing control completely. As soon as he drove his knife into Monica, something awakened in him. In the end, that's what led to his destructive, violent plan.
You sound like you're blaming yourself.
Perhaps.
3 months ago, 9:02 p.m. on the Friday Shoko's body was found. So called her burner phone. I asked him why.
Do you recall the conversation we had? That my secretary got a call from number 89? That is true. I did get that call.
I know. You spoke with number 89, didn't you?
I did.
What did you talk about?
He told me this. A woman named Shoko Nadami knows what happened 18 years ago. Contact her.
And you called her phone?
Yes. I can't say exactly. The only thing he said was, I realized everything when Shoko arrived. I have to see her again. I had no idea what he was talking about.
At the time, Rohan was in the body of number 89. Maybe Rohan realized it when Shoko came to visit the prison. That was really Saito inside Shoko's body. That's what he meant by realized everything. Rohan needed to speak with Saito again. But he couldn't. Not from inside Fuchu prison. Instead, he called up So and had him do it. Maybe he thought he could get Saito to visit again. Okay, you know what? That makes a little more sense now. 6 years ago, my mind was implanted into the body of Saito. I lost my memory and ended up wandering the streets until Boss found me. She hired me at Abyss and gave me the name Konami Date. But So, Saito's father, never even put out a missing persons report on his son. Why?
Because of the woman you call Boss. 6 years ago, she came to me and explained the whole thing.
You know about the Cyclops serial killings? The culprit is your son, Saito Sejima. But you already knew that, didn't you?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying we should make a deal. You give me one thing, and I promise none of this will be released to the public.
What is it?
Leave Saito with us. Tell anyone who asks that Saito is soul-searching on a trip around the world or something. Do we have a deal?
I didn't have much of a choice, of course. If I refused, Saito's crimes would be exposed and my political career would be over. Besides, I never held much love for him in the first place. She was practically doing me a favor. So, of course, I said yes. And in doing so, I was able to learn a secret of the Metropolitan Police Department. It worked quite nicely for me.
By the way, did you ever meet number 89?
No, I didn't.
Did you ever see his face?
No. Why?
No reason.
Alright, I guess we're done.
Well, I'll be seeing you, so.
Hopefully never again.
I very much doubt that.
Yeah, you're probably right.
We parted without saying goodbye.
Oh, damn. I left Iris waiting. She might be angry. I gotta get back to her soon.
where should we go next? Okay. I don't know. I don't know if we'll quite get through all of this, but if not, then I'll stop and then, come back later and finish it. But we can definitely get through another half an hour, 45 minutes or so.